PaddaKillz here. I'm reacting to the NHL 20 ratings. I know they released like 3 of them, so I've been pretty busy. I'm gonna be rating all top 50 players. Basically, I know I think they did up to. Let me go down. I think they did up to I don't know. I think it's up to I don't know. But I know basically they got leaked. I'm gonna do all top 50 of them. So you guys already know the first 50, the first 10, 50 to 41s, Larkin, Anderson, Subban. I agree with most of them except for maybe, again, I kind of agree with most of them. The first list isn't too bad in my opinion. So the first list, it isn't that bad. People are thinking it to be. So again, the first ones aren't bad. 40 to 31, I think this is where you kind of do get a bit mad. Again, I think all these are good. You can make an argument for John Carlson to be a 90 overall. I mean, Mitch Marner, in my opinion, I think Mitch Marner's good rated. Same with Panarin. I think the only controversial one here is Leon Draisaitl. I think Leon Draisaitl should be a 90 overall at least because he had 100 points last year. He was one of the best players in the league. To have him at 35 at same overall as guys like Marner, I think that's pretty disrespectful because Draisaitl had a great year. Wheeler, 89, one of the most underrated players in the league. So again, you gotta agree with most of them. A lot of them are 89s. I think the most ones I don't agree with, I think Claude Giroux should be a 90 overall. And I think Scheifele is good rated. I think Scheifele is a great player, but I don't think he's a 90 overall player. But I think Draisaitl should be a 90. I also think Giroux should be a 90, maybe even Giordano because he won the Norris Trophy. He was the best defenseman last year, so I think that these guys should be 90s. But other than that, the list isn't too bad. Previous years, they've been worse, man. So now we got 30 to 21. This is where Andre Kopitar comes in at 30. Do I think Kopitar is better than guys like Draisaitl? I don't know. I don't know if Kopitar should be 30. I think I'd rather have Draisaitl here, but he's still an 89 overall, so you can say that still 89. 89 overall for O'Reilly. I think O'Reilly definitely deserves an 89. He had a great season last year, won the Conn Smythe. He was a great player last year. You could make an argument for a 90 overall, but I feel for me, for ratings, it has to be a good track record. Obviously, you can't just have one good year, so I get why he's an 89. So I think an 89 for O'Reilly is decent. 89 for Tarasenko. I don't know if I agree with this. I think Tarasenko is a bit overrated. Not overrated, but to me, I think Draisaitl, I don't know. I don't think he should be 28. I think O'Reilly should be better than him, but, I mean, they're 89 overall. We got Taylor Hall, 27th, 89 overall as well. We have 26th at Tyler Seguin, 89 overall. There's just a bunch of 89 overalls. Now we get our first 90. That's 25. David Pastrnak. Here's what I don't agree with. Pastrnak is an amazing player, but it blows my mind why Leon Draisaitl wasn't a 90 overall. Same with Giordano. Brent Burns, 90 overall. I think, hot take, I definitely think Brent Burns is one of the best defensemen in the league, so it's quite surprising to see him at 24. We'll see what defensemen they have on top of him because there's 2 defensemen I think that are better than Brent Burns. Those defensemen are Hedman and maybe Hedman. I can't really think of other guys that are better than Burns. Burns is one of the best defensemen in the league. Bobrovsky at 23, quite surprising. I think Tuukka Rask at 22. It depends. Both of them are great goaltenders, in my opinion. It really just depends on, I don't know. I don't really want to get people mad, but I think Tuukka Rask and Bobrovsky definitely deserve the 90 overall ratings. They had great seasons. Erik Karlsson's a 90 overall. I don't know about you guys. I would personally rather have Brent Burns. Erik Karlsson's a great defenseman. He's an amazing defenseman. But the past few seasons, last year was a horrible year for him. I know he was injured a lot of last year, but I think Giordano should definitely be at 21. I think Giordano definitely should be a higher rated than Karlsson, so that kind of hurts. So this is obviously 30 to 21. Now I got the leaked ones. These are the ones on Instagram. Credit to Chell Deeks. These ones were basically leaked. We got 90 overall for Brad Marchand. Which again, I agree with. Brad Marchand's one of the best players in the league. I definitely think he's a top left winger. So I agree with that. 90 overall for Matthews. Don't get me wrong, I kind of do think Austin Matthews is a bit overrated. I know Leafs fans are going to be mad at me. I just personally think Matthews is kind of overrated. He's a great player. I love Matthews, but I think he's overrated, especially with guys like Draisaitl and Scheifele and Wheeler being at an 89. We got Patrice Bergeron at a 90, which, again, I definitely think Patrice Bergeron is one of the best players in the league. Um, we got, okay, pardon me. We got Steven Stamkos. Steven Stamkos at a 90 overall. So Stammer, he's a great player. He's a 90 overall. I could make an argument for him being a 91, but I get why he's a 90. I think Evgeny Malkin should be a 91 personally. Malkin's a great player. We also have both Carey Price and Andre Vasilevsky at 91. I think the best goalie in the league is Andre Vasilevsky, even though the Tampa Bay Lightning got swept. My goalies, my top three goalies would be Vasilevsky, Carey Price, and at number three, personally, it'd probably be, I don't know, Tuukka Rask, maybe even Braden Holtby. Those are my top three. You can't go wrong, so I definitely agree with the 91s. This is what I don't agree with, and look at this guy. This guy commented as well. Drew Doughty's a 91 overall. You've got to be kidding me. Why is he a 91 overall? Is completely bonker to me. I don't get why he's a 91 overall. I think Brent Burns is better than him. For sure, freaking for sure, Mark Giordano's better than Drew Doughty. It's just I don't think Drew Doughty even deserves a 90 overall. I think what would have been better is if they switched him and Giordano. Mark Giordano at a 91 and freaking Drew Doughty at an 89. That would be better. I don't understand why. Like, look at this. I don't get why Drew Doughty isn't below 86. Exactly. Okay, maybe 86 is kind of mean. Drew Doughty should not be a 91 overall. That's just disgustingly horrible. So that's the list. And we got like the top 20 players in the league. These are the top 20. The top 20 players. So yeah, we got Victor Hedman, who again, I think Hedman's one of the best defensemen in the league. He's definitely top 3 in my opinion. He's a great defender. Do I agree he's a 91, though? I think 91, it's kind of iffy. We got Patty Kane at 91. I think Patrick Kane should be a 92. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased because Patrick Kane is my favorite player. I think Kane should be a 92 for 3 different reasons. He carried the Chicago Blackhawks last year. He's the best right winger in the league behind Nikita Kucherov. He's probably the best winger in the league behind Nikita Kucherov. I don't think there's any other winger that's better than him besides Kucherov and maybe Ovechkin, but I think he should be a 92. Like, I don't get why McKinnon is a 92 and Patrick Kane isn't. Like, let's see what people have to comment about this. Kane is 92. Exactly. Kane should be 92. How is McKinnon higher than Kane? Exactly. I love Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon's a beast of a player. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best players in the league. He should not be higher than Patrick Kane. I don't get that. Alex Ovechkin is a 92, which I understand. But I think Patrick Kane and Ovechkin should be the same overall. Like, I don't get why Kane's a 91. Kane should be at least a 92 if you're going to have McKinnon and Ovechkin a 92. Now we got the best player in the league, which is going to be Connor McDavid. He is the best player in the league. He's a 94 overall. It isn't a surprise to me. The second best player in the league is Sidney Crosby at a 93. The third best player in the league is Nikita Kucherov at a 92. So those are all the NHL player ratings. There are some controversial ones there. Obviously, I don't like some of them, to be quite honest with you. There's some of them I just don't like. Personally, I'm kind of mad about the Patrick Kane one. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe, catch you in the next